I love the story about David Ross. Ross was a catcher in the major leagues for 15 years, but 13 of those years, he was the backup catcher. He barely ever played, but he had a chance to be a starter for a short period. And even though he was the starter and performed pretty well, he got cut from the team because he was labeled a bad teammate. Well, eventually, Ross ends up getting another chance to play for Atlanta, again as the backup catcher. But this time he swears to himself, I will never let anyone ever call me a bad teammate again. So during that very spring training, he opens up a whiteboard and starts asking all of his teammates to give him 3 words that best describes a great teammate. And so he built a list for himself of the habits of what it meant to be a great teammate. And then for the next 4 years, every day he committed, I will be those things today. After that, he ended up going to Boston and winning a World Series. Then Ross goes on to Chicago and wins a second World Series. And in the last game, in his last at bat of his career, he hits a home run. And just like that, the Cubs had won the World Series for the first time in 108 years. The media is interviewing Ross on the field, right in the middle of his answers, on national television. His entire team comes over, lift him on his shoulders, and carry him off the field. Not because David was the best player, not by a stretch, but because he made the other players around him better. Look, I love this because it seems we're so focused on me that this concept of us has been lost. I think there's value in considering you can become great enough of a teammate, you can become invaluable without ever being the most valuable.